Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Punishing Gray Raven reaction. We have another new one from Ghost Final. It's been a hot second, and I'm excited because it's been a while since I've heard a Ghost Final track. And there's always something about every specific composer that I listen to that it's like meeting an old friend after a while. You're just like, oh, another one, hey! So I'm excited to hear what this one has in store for me. So this is In My Memory, and let's go. Ooh. Starting out with that deep bass hit. Okay. I love it when you start playing a song and it punches you in the gut immediately. Ooh. Got kind of like a fantasy edge to it. Strings, man. They'll always be good. Ooh, okay. Great chord progression. I'm loving this somber energy. It's already starting to build up. It's got a bittersweet sort of flavor. I'm enjoying this, and I know we haven't even gotten into it yet. All right, starting to hear those like plucky synths. This is gonna go like trance, isn't it? It's gonna go full trance. Ghost Final, you fly dog. That is a very punchy bass. And pixelation. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hey, wait a second. Man, that is so deconstructed. That's so simple. Whew. Like a crunchy, clappy snare, too. Woo. All right, you got me grooving. It's already a win. From where this started to where it is now, that's an insane difference. Gotta love a good, like, low percussion break. We're gonna hear this voice hit a high note. Ooh, maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, that was sick. Ooh, it's more like a glitch hop. Okay. It's been a long time since I've heard a good glitch hop track. It's been a couple months. All right. The mix on this is so fat. Oh, I love that. Yo, okay. Oh, it's switching back. I was like, are we getting a different like sound again? This is such an interesting track. some might say that songs shouldn't be so beautiful and badass. Oh, a different sound. I was right. Hold on. I disagree with like not being both beautiful and badass though. That's like the best combo.
Okay.
A completely new direction for the song. This laid into it. Woo! Dude! This is unfair. Oh, we're going back? We're going back to Glitch Hop City? Don't mind if I do. Ooh, okay, now they're blending that in. Time for everything to marry together in just one sick tone, huh? Woo. Yeah, okay. Adding the string plucks in. This is such a neat blend. Oh, I'm already geeking out. And an interesting pattern change on the percussion. Okay. There is so much to like about this song already. I haven't even started talking about it, like, actually. Hello? Are you kidding? All of this, and we're getting like traditional indigenous vocals. Like, that's so cool. What? Why out of nowhere? The chanting, dude, that's so cool. Is that it? We done? Jeez, that went through like 4 entirely different songs in 7 minutes. I think I have whiplash. All right, so bold and very early in the year claim, that is a contender for the best song of the year already. I know that we just started. I don't care. That is insanely complex. You started in an entirely separate genre from where it went to, and it went to this like electronic glitch hop flavor, and then they backed away from that, went back to the first feeling, introduced an entirely new sound, then went back to the second sound with elements of the third one, and then they introduced a completely unique part to that by the end. There's so much movement to this. I am flabbergasted. I cannot stop geeking out about this song. For real. GHOSTFINAL, I think I've said before that GHOSTFINAL has like outdone themselves in prior songs. This one is hands down, absolutely hands down, one of the best, if not the best songs they've ever produced. This is absolutely insane. The sheer awareness of everything that they were using, the sheer knowledge of each part going in and just sliding so effortlessly into a completely different sound, only to be like introducing parts and then adding more later. I thought that yesterday when I was listening to The Rain Formerly Known as Purple from Risk of Rain, that was going to be like the most interesting like musical achievement, at least for the rest of the month. And now I'm here, immediately proven wrong. This song is so neat. Let me get into some technical stuff that I really loved about this. So the first part that really like stood out to me, it was that transition into that electronic part, just having that 4 on the floor bass just bumping along with that like really sawtoothy synth underneath it, just it just sat there and it took up all the room that it needed to on the bottom, but there was like really not much else going on in the song. There was just like some effects kind of scattered on the top, sprinkled in, but the song transitioned from a sound that had a bunch of plucks and a bunch of like violin and cello tone that was very smooth and just free flowing, and it took up all of this like lethargic sort of energy and this time to get to where it wanted to be, and then to change it to that, a driving electronic bass driven sound of just sawtoothy, gritty, rough electronic with barely a measure of transition in there. That was such an interesting change to go from one extreme to the next, and it was just baffling. It caught me off guard so well. And I think the next part that really got to me was the part around like 3 minutes and 20 seconds in where that vocalization was happening, and then it glitched out and transitioned to the more like glitch hop aggressive side of that electronic portion. And that vocal chop alone is like worth writing home about. That is so cool. The way that he just let that note go, it like glitched, like it was like da, 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 but it like echoed into the following segment. He didn't like stop the song. He didn't like cut out any of the extra at the end of that sound. He let that ring in. He let it connect naturally. And that's so cool, especially after just cutting it off like he did before. That is awesome. That's such a neat aesthetic to do that. What a transitional spot. And again, with the transitions, I'm not sure how Ghost Final got so absolutely based with transitions in these songs, but from each part, they always carry a little bit of the last segment with them, or they introduce something entirely new. Like when that glitch hop section starts and then it goes back to the like more traditional plucky harp and strings, it brings in a little bit of that synth, and it utilizes the synth as a transitional instrument in a way to reintroduce the violin and the harp. It kind of sounds pseudo similar to the harp with that pluck going on, so having those blend is just brilliant. And then of course just slightly later bringing back in the electronic bass drum to keep that beat heavy while bringing in a flute to really just bring all of this new head to the song. Like I thought we reached the climax with that glitch hop section and it was all going to be kind of gradual downward from there, but no, we hadn't even gotten to the first climax yet. We had to get to this one too, and this was an entirely different sound. I have my theories as to why, so like hold on for a second because I'm gonna like get introspective with the song, but that was so neat. And there's a few other ones that happened as well. So the next section where it like transitions to the next head was kind of neat, but it wasn't like super impressive like the prior ones had been, because it was already bringing with so much that this one kind of felt natural to keep going with that energy, and there wasn't as much to take away in order to give back a bunch more, so it just ended up kind of feeling a little less aggressive. That's the part of the song that has like the most watched, like the most rewatched segment of that track, and I see why, because it is kind of the peak of the song, but at the same time it just didn't hit quite as hard until you get to that final part where they introduce those vocals, and that was so beautiful, dude. That was so cool. I loved everything about that final part where they introduced the final layer. They really put that like icing on the cake, cherry on top. I just adore that. How beautiful this song is. There's so much to it. It goes everywhere. So my theory here is that because the song is in my memory, and of course without knowing anything about this character other than the little bit I was given in the visuals of this video, I want to believe that this character either, like, that must be a central thing for them, the memory, like their past, their future, who they are now, etc. And I think that this song is meant to embody that memory, like quite literally moving through different phases of their life, the recollection of their childhood. I feel like this song starts at their childhood and then moves to their future future, and then it turns into a recollection of their childhood, and then they kind of come back to the future, and then it's like an optimistic or just a realistic look forward with all that extra sound added on. I think all of this trading of layers and tones and sound throughout this song is supposed to be that. I think it's supposed to be the memory of this character, their thoughts actively happening all at once, and these little trickles from each one being shared between is something that the brain would do. You kind of taint your memories, even if it's in a positive way. The pool of memories you have is a very like nebulous concept. You can always mess with things. You can always think of different things at different times, remember different details at different times, and sometimes losing certain details at certain times. And I think that that is almost literally what this song is supposed to be. I hope I'm in the ballpark there because it would make 100% sense. But if it's not, please correct me. That's just my theory. The beautiful song. I can't stop geeking out about it. I am loving this so much, and I'm gonna listen to it a bunch more times because it has so many genre like little triggers that I'm used to hearing that I love to hear. I love like that glitch hop sound. I love traditional instruments with the harp and the strings. It's just, oh, it's so good. Everything about this. I love indigenous music as well, so having that little vocal section at the end is why I got so hyped there. I do not hear enough of that. You do not hear enough of this like group chant style of music unless you're going specifically to listen to that type of music. And I feel like it is so underutilized in modern composition. So when I hear stuff like this, I get really like nerdy and geek out about it like crazy. But I'm gonna stop ranting because I've been going for ever on this song, and I know I have way too much to edit out here, but I love this. This is a beautiful song. So perfect. Just mwah, beautiful. 10 out of 10. Great song. Fantastic work by GHOSTFINAL. Quickly becoming now one of my favorite composers in all of the gaming industry. Brilliant work. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have another song you want me to listen to, especially if it's anything like this, please leave it in the comments below and I will do my best to get to it. And other than that, if you want to follow me and support me, and you know how to do all that, so I'll let you do that if you feel like it. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!